Okay, the next one is, let's say there are three friends, you, and then two other friends. And let's say someone is like dumping a lot of information on said friend. Let's say A, B, and then you. So B is dumping a lot of information on A, and because of that, A is feeling really bad and potentially might need therapy. But at the end of the day, A doesn't have his or her own problems. It's more that they're not able to handle being given a lot of information load. And B doesn't really believe in therapy because at the end of the day, they are able to live without going to therapy, and they don't see a need, according to them, that to add something to their life where they go and get therapy. But you can see from far that this is actually affecting A. So what do you do there? Okay, I'll give my take. I would encourage A to maybe confront B and say, hey, I want to help you, but at the same time, I am not able to handle it. And that way, maybe you also need to make sure B doesn't feel that they're not being a good friend. It's more that it's not up to their capabilities, and it's making them maybe a bit saturated, a bit burned out. And to make it feel better, maybe encourage them, say, hey, maybe you should go to a therapist. And if they have a lot of stigma against the therapy, then maybe you can just start off with, hey, maybe you can share the information one by one with like other people. But I am letting you know that this is bothering me a bit. I'm not able to be the person that I know I want to be, but I know I couldn't be for you. So just like figure out the solution with them, because their problem is important, but your problem is important as well. That's my take on it.
That is such a good, I think that was a very nuanced take that didn't, villainize anyone. I think that was, very, very equitable and considerate of you. So, I really like that. I think it's important to recognize that a lot of, I mean, I've heard of so many people face this exact situation where I think people are either scared of getting therapy, or they have this idea of like what a good friend is and what they should be able to do for them. Because the more like atomized that we're getting as individuals, like the more the focus is on independence, freedom, self-reliance, making it on your own, or being in a nuclear family, the more we're kind of losing out on that very like natural community support that you need. But it has always taken an entire village of people to make someone feel like, that they have everything that they need. So definitely you cannot rely on one person to do it. Not your therapist, not a good friend. Everyone needs as much support as they can get. So that's a very tall order to, expect a friend to fulfill. But I also recognize the hesitation. Like I know, I've been in situations where people have spoken to me about things and I was like, wait, I don't have the space for this. So if you're one of those friends who people tell, stuff to, then feel empowered to, say the things that Akshay said and say, I love you. I am, you're important to me. I also think that you could benefit from somebody who can solve this professionally. I'm just not that, and I want you to get the best help possible. Or, instead of, I don't know, making it worse in a way. I don't know if that made sense.
No, it made a lot of sense. And people sometimes the comforter would feel very guilty for not being able to be in a situation where you are capable enough of like being able to solve the problem of the one who's telling you their problems. And sometimes like maybe you're not able to do it, and sometimes you have to acknowledge it. And in this scenario, I'm not talking about any self-harm or anything. But if self-harm is also happening or anything like that, then it's even more important, even more relevant to make sure that the other person goes and sees a therapist or gets some help, professional help. Right. Anyway, Ilakkiya?
Both of you had really good answers and very considerate ways of helping B continue to be a good friend and getting B to go to get therapy. I personally have been the person A, twice in my life that I'm aware of. And uh, both times it was pretty much confrontational, like, you're telling me all these things, it's repeated issues, and I don't see anything happening, really. Like, nothing was changing. You're just constantly telling me the same thing, and you're not doing anything to fix it. You're just telling me, and I'm tired of hearing it. So you need to do something else. And in one scenario, I told B to confront the person causing their issues. In another scenario, it was constantly telling B to go get therapy, and then they finally did. So perseverance, in a way, might be a little important, especially if you really care about this person. That they may not want to go get therapy as soon as you say, you need therapy, and they're like, yes, I do need therapy, especially if they don't believe in it. So it's going to take a lot of effort and persistence on your part to try and convince them of that. But I think that persistent effort might be more rewarding in the end for both of you than your persistence in just constantly hearing their issues and taking that onto yourself. Yeah, it's not easy. And I guess actually you provided a very delicate way of going about it. And I am more of a straightforward person, but I had a good relationship with both people. So even when I told them, like, hey, this isn't it, I don't want to hear it any more of this, like, you need to do something else, they both still took it okay. So yeah.
I was in a hypothetical situation, so that's why I was way more delicate. So it's good that the other way worked too.
Thanks for watching. For more discussions, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, make sure to like and comment more topics that you'd like to see us discuss. We'll see you next time.